Hello, my witchy friends. This video is going to be a little bit different here on Stay Magical. I'm Audrey. Kind of wanted to talk about my path for a minute. I always known that I was a witch. Couldn't necessarily put a label on it. What I did know was that I felt there was something else out there. I knew that I had dreams that came true. As young as 5, I can remember them. But as a child, you don't know what to do with that. So you go to church with your parents. You do the things that other people do, and in the meantime, you still continue to have these dreams. I happen to be an empath, so I ended up feeling everyone's emotions and not having any way of protecting myself. Then in my 20s, the internet was young. I was able to do a little exploring, and that's when I found, things on Wicca and Witchcraft and things like that, and I started exploring it. And it was very, 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 very helpful. I knew there wasn't a whole lot out there, not like there is now. But I knew this was me. Unfortunately, my husband isn't of the same belief system. Supportive man all around. Just isn't. Some of the aspects of it, like tarot in particular, really did not resonate well with him. I chose my marriage. Not that he was going to leave me, that's not what I'm saying, but I chose family harmony over continuing my exploration of witchcraft and Wicca and so forth. I'm glad I did, but I'm also not glad I did, because what happened was, in being older and being able to explore it, I know more about myself now. But it caused me not knowing about the empathy, not knowing, that this is all these conflicting things in my head, that I needed to do something with them, caused me a lot of anxiety and depression, which actually caused I had to take medication, and I just got out of the shower. You like that? But not too long ago, about 6 months ago, I had a near nervous breakdown. And that's when I said, I got to figure out something else. I just have to figure out what's going on here, because there was something really traumatic in my life, and I had to really figure out, why am I not dealing with this well? Well, nobody would have, but that's beside the point. Anyway, I started talking to a girl at work, and we started talking about Wicca and all this kind of stuff, and I started exploring again, and I all of a sudden, almost instantly, started feeling normal again. I was scared to tell my husband, because I didn't want to upset him. Not that I don't love him dearly and that I don't trust him or anything like that. I do 100%. I didn't want to upset him. I mean, let's be honest, it's easy to do. We all kind of keep, especially this type of thing, to ourselves, because we don't want to upset anybody. I've not told my mother, I've not told my sisters, they know that I'm different. They just don't know that I have actually put a name on it. Anyway, in the course of all this, slowly but surely, I started with crystals and all that kind of stuff, and then I evolved to some herbs and doing this and that. Well, it's gotten to the point where my husband listens to what I talk about now. I'm not in the broom closet whatsoever. He knows exactly what I'm doing, when I'm doing. He actually took the 10-hour trek both ways to take me to Salem for a holiday. Last weekend we went to Berkeley Springs, and that's in West Virginia, because they have a nice little eclectic type of vibe there, and they have quite a few really nice shops, one of which is called Portals. If you ever get to Berkeley Springs, West Virginia, go to Portals. They have a lot of good things. They also have a free trade store that actually carries, this is what I was looking for, Guatemalan Ori dolls. Now these were actually made in, I have several of them, they were actually made in Guatemala, and so they support women who are in Guatemala that make them. But if you ever get time, look at the story behind a Guatemalan Ori doll. I thought that was really a nice idea, and that's why I wanted one. Anyway, I just decided I wasn't going to be anything but myself, if that makes any sense. I was just going to be myself. I wasn't going to shove anything in anyone's face. You can believe what you want to believe. You can do what you want to do. But I'm going to do me now. 53 years old, going to do me. It's worked out really well. And what sparked this video today was my youngest son. He's very supportive, but very non-believing. And that's okay. That is okay. He ordered me something, and it means the world to me. How pretty is that? It is a rainbow aura quartz, and it's like a little statue they take and they make a little, I guess they drill down into the stone and pull it out, and then they coat it with gold and titanium, and that's what gives you the aura. And it's for healing and so forth. And the fact that he ordered this for me and ordered one for himself just touches me. It touches me like you wouldn't believe. So this is going right here as part of my sacred space. It will always be there. It'll be next to my selenite heart, which is very important to me as well. So it'll be right there. And the worry dolls are sitting there too, because I haven't figured out what to do with them yet. But if you're on this path and you're not sure what to do what feels right. Seriously, just do what feels right. Because in the long run, if you don't, you're going to spend 25 years wondering what's wrong with you. And that's in anything. That's not just in witchcraft. That's in anything. If it feels right and it's hurting nobody else, explore it. Find out if that's what is you. It's the best advice I can give you. Take it for what you want to. And like I tell everybody, I'm not closed off about this. If someone asks me about it, like at work and stuff like that, I do talk about it. I've made necklaces. I've done love spells. I've done all kinds of things for people. They either believe it or they don't believe it. Usually once I do a spell for them, they believe it. But what can you say, right? But anyway, bottom line is do what's right for you. Don't hide from it. But don't do anything that hurts anybody else either. So there's my little ramble for the day. Thank you for listening. And again, thank you, my youngest, for this. I appreciate it. I love it. And you guys all have a magical day. Thank you.